now that you've had the experience, obviously, in the 80s and 90s and, with Centric now 2000. So what's been the biggest difference in starting a company back then, early in your career versus like now? Is it fundamentally the same? Is it really kind of the same things, or is it vastly different?
It's quite a bit different. It's far more challenging today on so many levels. I mean, I could bring up so many things. There's fewer people to sell. The market's consolidated tremendously, in terms of who we can sell.
Okay.
So that's a big thing. There are, for example, from the time we started Centric, there's literally more than double the amount of part numbers. Okay. So your price of entry is just went up dramatically. And so with each part number, don't forget when you're sourcing them, there's minimum order quantities, those MOQs. So your inventory is twice as big. The space requirements are twice as much. The rents are twice as much from that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
The salaries have more than doubled.
Yeah.
The wages have not. Wages have gone up 50%. That's a whole other discussion of what's fundamentally wrong with things out there. But those have gone up, and the margins have gone down.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about challenges? It's not nearly. I mean, it's fun. I'm still enjoying myself, but it is really tough. It's much more difficult.
Got it.
To do this. Yeah.
Got it. So DFC. So tell me. So who is DFC, and I guess who are your target customers?
Target customers are those that we've always worked with in the past. I mean, in my experience. So they basically the warehouses, the undercar warehouses. These are the people that we work best with. We understand them. They understand us. And a part of the challenge is because, another thing to consider too is, in part, answering a little bit more of your previous question, is that the competition is so good right now. Mm. Everyone's raised their game. I mean, whether it's, you don't have situations like you did 30 years ago where someone didn't have a part, for a car that was 3 or 4 years old and they were still in the game. That would never happen.
Yeah.
The quality of the materials that people are getting are so good nowadays. So we're talking about splitting hairs. So it's really understanding our customers' needs and finding those areas where we feel we have an advantage. And I believe we do. But now we're really splitting hairs because, again, everything's so good out there.
Yeah, and your products, you have a whole catalog full of braking components, from rotors, calipers, pads, all different components, hardware, things like that.
Yeah, we have everything to repair, for a full repair of a brake job. Exactly like you mentioned. Yes.
Yeah, got it.
So that's our claim to fame. You have to have everything for everything, and every single part number has to be analyzed to extract every advantage we can get from it. So we have to show almost by part number what we're doing different or better than the next guy. It's very intense, and that's why unlike at other companies, we started introducing different product lines. There is no way we could do that here at DFC and pretend to be good at it. I mean, we have to focus just on brakes.
Yeah.
That's huge undertaking right there. I mean, with all the technological changes, you have, friction material changes now, what with the copper-free materials coming out and the challenges that poses. And then you have different surface coatings now on rotors, all kinds of different, some for aesthetics, some for, durability. And then the impact that has on the friction couple. And so then you have to have a pad that goes with that. And, it makes it fun. Automated braking.
Yeah, for sure.